Yo, yo, Tony D with a retro review, finishing up Batman Victims. Started off in issue 414. An interesting note on these is Jim Starlin did all the writing duties, but there's different pencilers, colorists. Man, it is a round robin. Jim Aparo did 414. 421 was Dick Giordano. 422 is Mark Bright. The inkers, Mike DiCarlo, 414. Joe Rubinstein, 421. Steve Mitchell on 422. But the reason why that is important is the tone and consistency. It doesn't miss a beat. Great job by all those teams, keeping it consistent. Great teamwork. And I'll give you a little niblet I ran into was this issue is the first issue where there's actually a grappling hook used on his line. Before that, it was all the batarangs, but I ran into that and I was like, man, someone is getting deep. Good trivia, good trivia. And also that sets up Batman's struggle with, he had emotional ties with the fifth victim, Kate Babcock, and he's really struggling with what's the equivalent justice going to be. He keeps thinking about, I'll give you an example. In the previous issue, he has a suspect, and he doesn't even know this guy is the guy yet. He's pretty sure, but man, he beats him down and even thinks about doing him in, how it wouldn't have been no loss to society, but it would be hard to live with. So you have this definition he's struggling with. But they do a good job of this cover, bringing you back in. It's very impactful. You're seeing the fifth victim. You're seeing this shadowy figure. That's got to be Batman, of course. But as they bring you back in, they get more, man. They give you the list there. So Jim Gordon and Batman, they do a good job keeping this short and brief, getting you up to speed. So you don't have to read 414. You could jump in on this now. And we go to this guy right here, homeless guy. They go through how he becomes that way. And geez, poor guy. But he's looking for food in the dumpsters. And these guys are messing with him. And Batman comes, of course. Love how they do the crosshatch here, how it fades that shadow. And what's really interesting, I noticed, was they kept it consistent in the shadowing. There's a little bit there, little there. You would think this shadowing wouldn't need that crosshatch. You would think it'd be dark closer there, but I think it was done on purpose to create this triangle right there too. It's a technique. Triangles bring visual balance, and I love when I see that. I'll point it out too. It's good stuff. So Batman's stalking this guy, and he's finding out he found someone in a dumpster, and bam, look at that color on that page. It brings out the horror in that. Great use of color. And look at Batman's face. He is shocked. How could you shock Batman? Surely he has seen the grisly stuff in his other cases. But yeah, this guy found one of the victims, and Batman's got to take care. And Batman's very human with this guy. He totally compassionate. So he's got to take care of this, but he gets some more clues on where it's going. And so you see this side of Batman that's very human. You get this sense of push-pull through this whole series. Batman's not going to do it. But then you get some where he'll make a comment like, stay out of my way tonight. Tonight's not a good night. So he takes care of these guys. They have a van that was used in the crime. Still using his detective skills. Little comedy relief here. This old boy, he can't be unscathed when his buddies wake up, so Batman gives him a pop. So you're getting closer. He's horning in on this dude, man. He tracks the van to police impound. This guy, he's calling our antagonist, letting him know the Batman's on the trail. And so now you have more use of this color. Great use where something grim. There's his face again, being shocked. you wouldn't. I noticed that, and I was like, I think that's done, man, to humanize Batman even more, to the point where he's having problems with this. So Batman, the guy left a clue. It's enough. So Batman horns in. He focuses in on our antagonist, and you got this guy right here. And he mentions how that guy, he could hear him sneaking up, but this guy snuck up on Batman and he didn't know it. So this tells you, love the shadow work, the ominous. He's over Batman. Great use of your figures there. So this guy, his name is, what is his name? Carl Brannock. So this is the guy. And it's actually two guys involved in this. And you get this sense that they're not psychotic. This was really interesting to me. Shouldn't these guys be like the psycho nature that I'm normally thinking of? Like just out of your mind. But he has his wits about him. He's calming this guy down. That's how crafty this guy is. He's calming him down. He has reasoning. So how can he be psychotic? But yeah, this issue, it ends where I did want to read this one. Love this cover, 422. I'm going to make a bold statement, but right after this, you had Todd McFarlane's popular cover, the 423 with the cape. I like this cover better than that. This cover is very sketchy, has that indie feel that I really like. And they use that triangle here, the yellow, 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 creates that balance. And you have the knife here, and you have a shadow here. Everything here pulls you into the center. This is excellent composition. I totally love this cover. Man, you just got to take it in. I would frame this one. So yeah, we get into these two clowns. These are your guys. Oh, also, another thing is they create a bookend with the knife. So that's an excellent use of an object. Okay, here's your bookend. What's funny is this one is reflecting Batman. This one reflects nothing. It leaves you questioning what's reflected. Is the bad guy there? Are they just not wanting to show the bad guy? But I found that interesting. But seeing a bookend like that's notable. So this guy, I mean, he is casual, and this guy's a psycho just goes away with me. And what's funny is, or interesting, is Carl Brannock narrates almost this whole issue. It's him. It's creepy that he's talking to us. There's really forced wall breaking going on. And I'll show you that as I go, but he's crafty. He's got his wits about him. They're tracking him down. He's losing his tail. And this right here was interesting as well. She's bird dogging him, this blonde haired chick, and he's like, what's going on here? And at first I thought he is psychotic and maybe he's seeing this. I thought maybe this was Kate Babcock. He was seeing her, but it's actually a real person. So he's losing Batman as the tail. And here's that use of color. That was the point I made about all these different colorists, and I believe the colorist was different. Yeah. The colorist in the first two issues with Adrian Roy, and the colorist on this issue was Anthony Tolan. And they keep the same vibe, same use of color. So this is the horror color. You know, he takes care of the loose end. Man, it was really intriguing to me how this guy, I was sure he would be mentally ill, man. Just a psycho serial killer. And then he just snaps. Hi, this is Brannock narrating. Batman gives him the beep. Done. So he gets off on a technicality. There's that justice, man. Where does that get you? So there's more push and pull there. Take care of it, Batman. So he's like, I got to skip town. I got to get out of this. So he packs up. He's getting ready to go. They even insert this with the whole Robin, Jason Todd becoming cocky. They give you this little niblet. I think it's cool how he takes care of this guy. I think this is important. This gives you a little sense more of the push-pull going on with Batman is Robin has his mind made up. This is how you do it. And he's still going pop, and then Batman's got to pull him off. And this is interesting. I just realized this. Batman in the first issue is beating someone just like that, and he asked himself, he could kill him, it'd be easy, but he wouldn't be able to live with himself. And then Batman even thought it wouldn't have been a big loss if he killed him, but Robin, he even mentions it would have been that big of a loss if I had. That is great tying together in a story. And then Batman's had the same thought, and he's thinking, what's going on in your head, man? But he's thinking the same thing. And Batman contemplating it. Yeah, it's cool doing these videos. Sometimes I see things I didn't see on the first read. Oh, this is that fourth wall breaking. He has another victim. He wants to leave town with one more, the 11th, and he tells us, give you 3 guesses who I've chosen. It is fourth wall breaking. Or he's talking to himself. Maybe there is some psychotic, but I didn't get that feel. I feel like he's talking to us. Is that brazen? It's just, yeah, I'll just brag about it to this stranger reading this book. Yeah, he's kidnapping her. Boom. Oh, there it is. She gets him. And he's still talking to us. Still talking. He knows that she killed him, so he goes to an alley just like he did his victims. And then his last vision is he's haunted by what he did and why he did it. This was really powerful. He is talking to us until he just, boom. And I love how they just use a panel just for the wording. And you notice that's that same color whenever you'd see something horrible. But is this horrible? The last thing to us is, what did I ever do to deserve this? It's like, really, dude? He thought he was right. That's insane. She did what I thought Batman, a lot of people would think that he would need to do. So she turns out to be the sister of the second victim. She took it upon herself, man. Emotion it's involved. And they even tell her, I love how the artist has the smugness. She just puffing a cig, man. I put a mad dog down. She don't look at it like what it is. She's whatever. She completed her justice. Her emotions, involvement in that, this is what justice was for her. And then Batman and Robin are musing on that whole topic. Yeah, that tells it all right there. It might not have been legal, but it was right. So we're left with questions. Robin's all about it. This is very contradictory. He mentions that people can't be put above the law. That's what leads to anarchy. These guys are above the law. They're operating outside the law, but he justifies it, that they still operate in the legal system. Do they really? But that's the way it has to be. And he just leaves you with that thought of he wishes he could be that guy that would take care of it. But a victim's family member did. So closing up this bad boy. I enjoyed it, man. Like you have a lot of stuff going on in the 400s that can overshadow a great story. You have Frank Miller's Year One going on. You have the Todd McFarlane cover. A note on that, man. I was looking at prices. Dude, CGC graded up in the 9.8. There's people asking, this is on my comic shop, not eBay, but no, I think it is a link to eBay, but man, you're getting the 2,500. There's another 9.8 out there, like it's in the 1900s, man. But is it just for that cover? Nah, man, I'll take this all day. But hey, that's what I like. But yeah, but I'm saying, the point being, man, there's a lot of good stuff out there in between the stuff that everyone's going to tell you is popular stuff. Don't follow the crowd. Follow what you want. Just find something different. And don't miss out on these gems. Great story. Get it.